Hi, guys! So, we are getting started with talking all about the niche, whatever you want to say it. I feel like I say it both ways, so you might hear me doing that this whole time. But I feel like this is a big thing that we all need to really kind of focus on because there's a lot of things I hear all of us saying is, I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm not getting a lot of engagement. I'm not getting followers. I'm not getting likes and all of those things, which isn't that important, but it's like, well, maybe we need to like dial down on who we're actually talking to, who we're putting our posts on our social media. Like, what is our copy like? Like, what are the texts that you're saying? What are the questions you're answering? What are the way you're showing up on social media? Is that the way you'd want to attract the people that are watching it? Okay. So, niche is very specific to who you want to be attracting. Basically, your ideal client, your ideal coach, your ideal like BFF. Think about it in that way, like the best friend you want to attract. And for me, I think like to be honest, I've tried doing this myself is trying to talk to everyone. And I find myself right now trying to talk to everyone because it's in that like mindset where you feel like if I don't, it's that um, limiting mindset is where I feel like if I'm not talking to everyone, then I won't get anyone. But it's kind of the opposite. It's like if you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one because you're not really vibing or gelling with anyone because everyone's like, I kind of get what you're saying, but I don't really get it because you're trying to impress everyone, you know? But it's like you need to really focus down and impress that one person, that one BFF. And trust me, there's millions of people that are having those same conversations you are in your head. You know what I mean? Like, Shauna, you know what I'm saying? And so today I want to really like talk to you guys about these are like the main topics. Who is your audience? What is their pain point? Like something that they're thinking about every single day that's really bothering them. And talking about your Instagram bios, your copies, which means like the text in all your posts, and then how to share more for your audience and how to give back to them without charging anything. And so, right now, I really want to chit chat about who is your audience. So this is when the work is about to come in, guys. I want you to have this like pen and paper out. I have one right now as well. And I'm just gonna like I still need to work on this as well. So who is your audience? And I found these questions and I thought they would be like a great basis to think about as we're like brainstorming. Like you can just have a blank piece of paper right now and just like word vomit all over it. Just think about who the heck are you talking to? Maybe like how old are they? Where did they go to school? What did they go to school for? Where do they live? What do they do for work? What do they like to do for fun? What is their lifestyle like outside of health and fitness? Because before I started, like, yes, I was struggling with my health and fitness, and that wasn't me. Like, I didn't know anything about health and fitness. So think about you before coaching and before like the fitness world. What was your lifestyle? Where did you hang out when you're not at work? What did you do? Like literally when you left work, what was your first thought? Like, what am I going to go do? And like, what kind of conversations were you having? Were they negative? Because I know mine were super negative. Like every time you'd hang out with your friends, they'd be like, "Ugh, like I hate this girl at work," or "Oh, this like client sucks," or all these things. And it was like it was a negative environment. So I'm going to be talking to people that are dealing with it right now and they want to get out of that. They want to find like positive people that are like uplift them. You know what I mean? So are they talking with your partners? So are they like talking with other people that are dealing with you, like your clients, your coaches, all of those things? Are they talking with people that are other network marketers? Are they talking with like Mona or like Rodan Fields, Arbonne, all of those people? Like, are they doing those type of things? Are they interested in network marketing? Are they interested in online business? Like, what are they posting about? How much money do they make? How do they talk? Are they like casual? Are they like shy? Are they like blah, 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 all over the place like squirrels? Like, think about who they are and think about how you were and how you were talking before this. For me, like being on this call right now was not my jam. So me talking right now to be like, you're going to be going live every single day and you're going to be doing this and you're going to be doing that. Like that would have scared the shit out of me because I honestly picked a major in college to avoid public speaking. Like I hated it. And so like I'm talking to girls that don't really like it, but like I worked up to it. That's what personal development is. So think about this. So I want you guys to kind of like brainstorm right now, kind of just think about all these things and feel free to like share in the chat what you're thinking right now. Maybe if you already have that group or that audience like target locked down, like share in the chat right now. But if not, just write down or like brainstorm. I'll give you like 2 minutes to just like brainstorm and think about it because I'm going to be doing this right now with you as well. And if you have a business Instagram, like the ones that are like the business one, you can look at your audience and see who is watching you. It gives you that age, where they're from, like what your hashtags are, what your popular posts are, all of those things that might give you like a little advantage. Okay, so I kind of just like answered a few questions on my piece of paper, just like literally like blurting out first things that came to my mind. I'm going to share this PowerPoint with you guys later, but just to give you an idea. So the next thing I want to really chat about is pain points. So as we're talking, you're looking at the screen, like what are your target markets currently, what are they struggling with? Think about you before coaching, what were you struggling with? And then think about people that are doing that and struggling with it right now. So feel free to jot down anything that's coming to your mind. I'll just read them out loud. You can jot right down. Why do they need your product? Why did they experience the pain that requires them to need the product? What is the financial, emotional, and life impact of their pain? So are they sick? Like for me, I was sick. Like internally, I was struggling from eating disorders. I was sick mentally, internally, like physically, I was struggling. Think of people like that. How bad is it? I was like, if I kept on the road that I was going to, I probably would not be here because I was like withering down to pieces. So like how bad is their pain? Are they like not able to even provide food for their kids? Are they like struggling with their marriage? Are they about to be in divorce? Are they like they want to die? Like are they so depressed they have no friends? They feel like they're alone. Like think of all of those pain points and maybe things that you struggled with and you didn't want to share because you were like nervous because you're like no one's ever felt like this. It's just me. Trust me, everyone has felt those things and you need to be that voice being like you are not alone and I understand how you're feeling and this is how I've helped my situation and I want to help you do that same thing. So what happens if they don't like join our boot camps or the coaching? What happens if they keep on the path that they're on? So like think about like what are other alternatives that they could do? Like they could do like It Works, I don't know. They could do Arbonne, all of those things. And what do they offer? Think about things like Isagenix. What do they offer? And then kind of compare, do your market research and just think of like other things that they could be doing. Literally, people can go on YouTube right now and find 30-minute, like tons of free workouts. They can go on Pinterest, find tons of free recipes. What is making you stand out, and what, like, they are going to be relating with you and like you showing that you have something to offer that's different and showing that you know what they're going through. Okay, so always think of the pain points. I'll give you like one more minute to just like think about all of those pain points. Okay, so I literally, like, this is what I do a lot, is just like a brain dump. It's so therapeutic and it helps you, give you content and think about who you are. So I literally just wrote down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 pain points that I've struggled with, like personally, in like a minute. And that's 8 different posts that I can talk about this week. And so just think about that. Don't be afraid to share your pain because someone else is struggling with that. Okay, so the next one, this is so random slash funny, but it gives you like a way to just talk about like your A to B statement. Okay, so what is your A to B statement? I went from here to here and help others do the same. So I just gave like super random examples right here. So it says like Bethany, she's a grandma, mom, full-time job. And she's like, not being able to keep up with grandkids to now babysitting on the weekends and going on adventures with them. Okay. So that could be like her A to B statement. And then the next one could be Sarah right here. She's a college student, full-time, part-time job, but she's eating out all the time. And then now she's finding balance and ways to make her own meals on the go. And then the next one is Jess. She's a mom, wife, she works full-time, and then she's lost in motherhood and overweight to now finding true friendships and fitting in my pre-baby jeans. So just think about like your story, and this could be in your bio. Okay, so it's your, this is what I was thinking, it's like your A to B statement. So where were you in before coaching, and now where are you now? So you're from here to there. Okay, so for me, like, I really resonate with the second one right here, is like eating out all the time to finding balance and ways to make my own meals on the go. And then, I mean, it's really up to you, whatever you feel resonates with you and your story. You can make millions of these different types of things based on your season of life. So you can always edit this to be into your bio. The next thing is the Google test, which I actually just tested out today, and it's really awesome. Okay, so the Google test is your niche Googling what you're talking about on your posts, what you're sharing, what you're selling. Are they Googling what you're trying to convince them of, in a way? So go to Google and, like, after this call, and type what your niche would be searching. Use that content as your inspo for posts and how to provide info to them. If no one is searching, if you haven't seen like any relevant stuff come up in that Google search like in the past year, then no one's researching it. And that means no one really is looking for that type of info. Okay, so if no one is searching it, then you need to change your niche. So for me, I typed in, what did I type in today? I typed in, I typed in something funny, how to drink wine and stay fit or something. And it was just like, it's funny because there was tons of articles about that and like tons of people that were talking about it. And that was like, it's silly content and just so fun. But it was like, that just gave me some fun ideas to talk about, like maybe how alcohol does affect your brain fog, like all of this stuff, but then it's still okay to have that balance and all of that stuff. So it gave me some content ideas. So don't be afraid to use Google as like a great like starter for your post. So I challenge you to take all of your pain points tonight that you like brainstormed earlier, go into Google and research every single one of those and create some content around that for the week, okay? All right, so the next thing is, this one's really, really good. It says, I help X go from blank to blank. So this is definitely something you could be doing in your bio. I actually did some research on other coaches, other fitness people, other entrepreneurs like that aren't even in the fitness industry or whatever. And I just like researched and I put in their bios in the examples below. So one says, I help moms go from lonely and overweight to social and fit. I help women go from dreading looking in the mirror to dancing in front of it. I help women go from hating their bodies to living a life they love without focusing on their weight. I help ladies stop dieting to keeping their health simple and fun. Okay, so think of like, who the heck, your X is someone who you want to be targeting. So I help X. Who is that person you want to be helping? Is it men? Is it women? Is it moms? Is it college students? Is it millennials? Is it like, I don't know, who the heck is it? And then go from blank, so where you were beforehand, and then to where they want to be. Okay, so think of that, go from their pain point to their goal. Okay, so just think about that, like brainstorm around it, play with it. Just get a sheet of paper out and just brainstorm it, because I've been playing with it in my bio this past week, and this is what like really inspired this call tonight. Is I've just been trying to play with it, learning about niche, because literally focusing on who you want to talk to is going to change the game, because you don't want to be talking to people that you have nothing in common with, because there will be no connection there. Okay, you can't help them because you can't relate. So you want to be talking to people that you are connecting with and you have had those similar pain points with. And this is kind of the last slide I have for the night, but it's a big one because it's educational content. And I feel like social media is getting to this more and being more real, and especially taking away the likes, and like they're about to take away like the follower count and all of that stuff on Instagram. So you need to be providing educational content every single day, or at least every other day. I've heard both, like you don't need to be posting multiple times a day like on your feed, but you can post at least once a day or every other day. I've heard either one is fine. But having educational content is key. So what I specifically heard this from Angie Lee. She's like huge in marketing and stuff like that. So she was saying testimonials. So anytime she gets any type of testimonial, even if it's not like from her personally, from her team, like from her clients and everyone like down the line, she takes a screenshot and she has an album in her phone. Okay. She saves them. She batch saves them. She has a whole album in her phone for testimonials for years. And she uses at least a few testimonials every single week. That way it's like you're trying to promote something. Oh, we'll go into your testimonial album and you have all of them there. Because I know for me, like I need to get better at that. I will have people like will text me and like, oh, thank you so much. I've like found this and I'm so excited about this. I should have screenshotted that, saved it into an album and used it for later. Like, yes, I posted it at that moment, but I could use it right now, even though they messaged me like months ago saying like something that happened for them. So don't be afraid to ask your clients, your coaches about their experience. I straight up went in and asked my clients the other day. I was like, hey, can you answer these 3 questions and just send them to me? And I screenshotted them. I posted one today. She was like, yeah, sure, I'll just answer them or whatever. No worries. And so I screenshotted it. I posted it on my Insta stories today. And so just save them for the future and don't be afraid to just compile them and put them out. Okay. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to ask. And then sharing your daily life. So we are in the business of sharing. So sharing is caring. We need to get used to literally sharing everything. I set up my phone and I will just record like my life. I'll record me making my smoothies, my lunch, random things, and I might not post it, but it's still in my phone feed for later if I am busy. Okay. So just get used to sharing everything, even though you think it is basic. The other day, I shared my morning routine, and it was insane how many people asked me to keep sharing that. And I was like, okay, like that's cool. I literally shared like what essential oils I do, how I make my coffee, how I set up my work outfits, like before like for my week of work, my school, like my teaching outfits, all of those things, like things that I never thought people actually really cared about, but it's my life hack that makes my life easier. And it just helps them and provides them content and like resources other than fitness. Okay. So show that you have more value than just being a coach. So those things are people might benefit from. So your routines, maybe some recipes that you love, what you buy and where. So I'm a big about Amazon finds, Target finds, anything like that. I'm big about home decor, like paint, all of that stuff. And then life hacks, life tips, funny things. Like don't be afraid to share like funny things that happen in your life because people are watching your stories because they're interested. Okay. So give them some humor. And then the last thing is ask what your audience wants and then plan it out. So the other day I actually asked people on my stories, I asked them, I was like, so what do you want me to post more about? Do you want me to post more recipes? Do you want me to post more workouts? Do you want me to post more routines and everything like that? And I got so many answers. And then I went back and I messaged every single person that answered anything. And I just asked them why they asked that. And maybe like I asked them more in-depth questions. They were like, I want to see more workout moves. And I was like, oh, okay. Like what type of workouts? And it just started that conversation. And then some were like, I want to see more routines. And I was like, okay, like what type of routines? Morning, night, or day, like afternoon or weekend routines or whatever. And so it just started a conversation. But then I went in and I planned it in my calendar. So I've been like doing kind of a marketing / business / life calendar here because I feel like some days I get stuck on what the heck to post. So I went in and I was like, okay, so tomorrow I'm going to be doing transformation post. Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a recipe post because a lot of my girls asked to do a recipe. Like that is one of my biggest poll options. I had like 30 people be like, I want more recipes. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to provide what people want. So I'm going to do a recipe on my feed. Thursday, I'm going to be doing a routine post. So like thankful for like having my life set up, like having my routines and just sharing like how I kind of plan my days each week. Okay. So I'm just like planning it through my calendar. And I just think that will help you especially if you're busy and you are like batching your posts like I do. I use the app Plan, and I plan a lot of my posts and my content and my copies on Sundays and stuff like that. So I think that is about it. I hope that helped. I was just like, ooh, this is so good.
Oh, that was so good.
Okay, good. Because I was like, well, I hope this is not like too overwhelming, but.
Oh, you can tell you're kind of like a teacher background.
I love it.
Yeah, no, very, like, I feel like you're getting better and better at these calls. Like, that was so good. I was like writing like a little maniac.
Yay.
That brain dump so good too. Like, that makes sense, because as soon as I was doing that, I'm like, oh, like all these pain points. Like, I was like, oh my, all it does is give you so much content.
Yeah. And another thing is, especially like when I go for my walks every day, I do listen to a lot of personal development, but I do take that time. Like, I have in my notes app on my phone, I have literally, where is it? It's called Brain Dump. I don't know if you can see it, but it's Brain Dump. And I have all of, I wish I could. Oh yeah. See, look.
Yeah.
All of these different things in here. I just like wrote anything that is my pain.
That's awesome.
And if I'm so stuck on anything, like I don't know what to post that day, I'll just go through and I'll be like, oh yeah, I did have that thought one day and it sucked, but I guarantee someone else thought that, you know? So just don't be afraid to it's just you looking at it. Like, you can edit it. It's fine. You can just go through, look at all of that stuff. There's so much stuff I can post about, but it's like, it's just our mindset that stops us because we're nervous on what people think.
And honestly, like, sometimes I feel like it's just one sentence that can change perspective. Like, if I've been in my head, you guys have all had that one friend that like says something a different way and you're like, oh my God. And you like snap out of it. So just, you have no idea who you're going to be helping. Like, cause like you said, everyone's going through something. So
True.
Yes, that was so good, Shannon.
I'm like that.
I know.
I get on fire.
You were on fire. It was so good.
All right. Well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday night and get after it. Fix those bios. Find your niche, whatever you like. Love you guys.
Bye.